The title and thumbnail of this video says it all. When it comes to Solana, I made the wrong call. Right now, it's one of the best performing altcoins, having made massive recoveries since its earlier troubles due to its association with failed exchange FTX and its multiple network outages. But more on that later in the video. We've got lots to discuss. Hey all you coffee-loving investors, it's Ryan here. You know, it can be bittersweet when crypto prices are skyrocketing like this. On the one hand, it's exciting to see the massive gains in your portfolio, but on the other hand, it's bad because you know you shouldn't be buying in large amounts until the price either stabilizes or crashes back down. Huge and sudden uptrends are what trigger the fear of missing out emotion in most investors, no matter how experienced. The difference, though, is learning to control those emotions and act rationally. Seeing crypto prices rise suddenly can trigger a quote, "I should have bought more when it was down" feeling, but it's safe and smart to not buy anything during rapid market uptrends. I've gotten used to buying on boring days when things are trading sideways, and even on red days when the market is performing at its worst. During uptrends like this, I tend to only make smaller buys. Now, training your mind to react this way is far better than buying up large sums of crypto as prices are soaring. What goes up must come back down. Even if prices don't come back down all the way, it is far better than buying at the top. By purchasing frantically on emotions, you are doing yourself a major disservice when it comes to making money in the long run. The type of people who usually rush in at the last minute to purchase are only positioning themselves to lose money in the short term, as they often serve as exit liquidity for those who have been holding and waiting patiently to take profits. So let's take a look at the markets right now. While the Bitcoin spot ETF hype seems to have cooled down, Blackrock is still foaming at the mouth in anticipation of a Q1 2024 approval. Wednesday saw some remarkable bounces as things continued to reverse course from the weekly slump. Not just crypto either, but stocks and bonds too. The latest inflation data was released on Tuesday, which saw that inflation for the month of October came in lower than expected at 3.2%, down from 3.7% in September. Analysts are speculating that the lower inflation means that the Federal Reserve is going to be less likely to introduce more interest rate hikes, despite the fact that we are still considerably higher than the Fed's inflation target range of 2%. But the rises in the crypto market aren't solely because of the inflation data. It appears the beginning stages of the bull market are in full swing, as the narrative shifts to an increase in more positive sentiment. Many cryptocurrencies are retaking their previous price levels from long ago, turning previous resistance into support for the next move up. Altcoins lead the pack with gains as Bitcoin continues to hold strong at just under $38,000. Even any bearish news stories are seemingly having little to no effect on the crypto markets. Earlier this week, a fake Blackrock fund filing was leaked, seemingly indicating that the firm was submitting an application for an iShares XRP trust. At first believing it to be real on social media, the price of XRP shot up 13% before retracing back down as a Blackrock official confirmed that the filing was fake. Now, XRP is down 6.4% on the weekly chart, but it is still up a healthy 30% on its monthly chart. But leading the pack for monthly gains is, surprise, surprise, good old Solana. Remember this video I made almost 11 months ago? This was where I revealed to you all that I sold all of my Solana in the fear that it would go down with the collapse of FTX and its frequent network outages. Imagine my surprise to see it rise 170% in the past 30 days. In fact, it performed well the entire year, rising over 350% from $13 all the way to $65 at time of filming. Now, I'll be the first to admit that perhaps I made a rash decision in selling. It seems I was wrong about Solana. It's a tough coin, resilient as ever. Despite the FTX woes and outages, it still remains the fastest blockchain to date and has even secured a partnership with Visa, who now allows users to settle USDC transactions over its blockchain network. All the more proof that I can definitely still make mistakes when it comes to investing in crypto. But I do my best to self-reflect and admit when I'm wrong. Don't ever believe a crypto influencer that says that they can never be wrong. So after witnessing the incredible fight that Solana put up to survive, I took another look at it and its ecosystem. And what I found surprised me even more. It's thriving. The developments, on-chain data, decentralized applications, and it continues to benefit from strong institutional backing. Not to mention that during the 2021 bull run, it reached an all-time high of $260. To pick it up at prices this low is considered a steal should it ever return to those highs and beyond. So on October 25th, I placed an order and bought myself some Solana, adding it back as a staple in my portfolio. I've learned my lesson there. Even investor Cathie Wood has nothing but praise for Solana's recent gains, stating that its run has been nothing short of impressive. She further elaborated by stating how Ethereum was faster and cheaper than Bitcoin back in the day, and that's how we got Ethereum. And now Solana is even faster and more cost-effective than Ethereum. With words like that, you might be quick to discount the OG cryptos, but you can't forget that Bitcoin and Ethereum have solidified their places, even if they bring in less returns than smaller altcoins. Even if other cryptos possess better stats on paper, it's clear that they will always coexist alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's because each crypto can serve a very different use case, or appeal to different companies or investment firms. At some point, I'll be sure to do some research into the major cryptocurrency partnerships that you should be aware of. Developments like these are key to understanding how adoption continues to grow right under our noses. But as for another coin that's also experiencing massive growth, just right behind Solana, we have a coin that's been a part of my portfolio for years now, Avalanche. This coin has rocketed 118% in the past 30 days, and you won't believe what's causing it to pump. Out of all institutions, JP Chase and Apollo came together to utilize Avalanche's blockchain to demonstrate a proof of concept for how asset managers could tokenize funds. According to the Investment Association, a tokenized fund, which may also be known as a digital fund or blockchain traded fund, is a fund in which shares or units in the fund, or a feeder fund for it, are digitally represented and can be traded and recorded on a distributed ledger. Now this is surprising considering that JP Morgan is seemingly anti-crypto, but maybe they're just now starting to wake up and catch on. It's certainly good news for Ava Labs and their Avalanche token. The crypto markets are certainly showing signs of strength. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index on CoinMarketCap is currently at a 77 out of 100, signifying that we are in an era of greed. Charlie Morris, the founder of investment advisory firm ByteTree, said in a report Wednesday that Bitcoin is, quote, going mainstream and that the bear is behind us. Good times are here. And indeed they are. Bitcoin has been outperforming gold and equities. Remember guys, equities is just another fancy word for stocks. This outperformance is important because it's exactly what helps to convince reluctant financial institutions to make the leap into cryptocurrencies. Well, that just about does it for this one, guys. As always, thanks for watching. On an unrelated side note, this is the very first video that was filmed after Dominique and I got married, so I want to extend my heartfelt appreciation to all of our friends, family, and viewers who support us. We've grown to over 100 subscribers in the past year, and I know that seems like a very minor achievement, but any YouTuber who's just now starting out knows how hard that initial growth can be. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you'd love to learn more, take a look at the video on the left card or click on the video on the right card to browse through my playlist. Until next time, I'll catch you in the next one. This is Ryan, signing off.